into a seated position. Sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. And align the back of your skull with your sacrum. Bring your arms onto your thighs. Use the arms to give you an assist. And then lift your belly, and lift your diaphragm, and lift your chest. And just take a moment now just to feel how your body feels. Noticing the energy that is moving through you. And today, I want to focus on what is enough. So continue to work with the theme, with the intent of doing and feeding your body what it needs. Not too much, not too little. Just focusing on what is enough for you. Starting with the breath, take a breath, and as you inhale, feel your ribs expanding. And as you breathe out, soften your shoulders down. As you breathe in, lengthen the spine. So breathe in through the nose and lengthen the spine. Feel your lower ribs lengthens up, your mid ribs and your upper ribs lengthens up. And as you breathe out, relax your forehead. On the next breath, lift your sternum. Feel that you're lifting your chest up towards your chin. Lift your collarbones as if up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Exhale completely. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale. And then release. Pranayama today, we'll do in knee pals. So if you bring your left foot over your right, your left heel is moving back towards your right hip. And you're not sitting on your right heel, so you're easing your right heel out and away. Hold the first two fingers down of your right hand and use your thumb to block off your right nostril. So inhale for 10, hold for 10, then exhale through the right for 10. So doing this together, activate your feet, spreading toes. Now inhale through the left, inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block both nostrils and hold. Hold for 10. Exhale through the right nostril for 10. Exhale completely. Inhale, right nostril, inhale for 10. Block both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril, exhale for 10. And again, inhale through the left for 10. And focusing what is enough for you. So you might get stuck at 6. You might feel you can go beyond 10, but focusing, going in for 10 if you can. Blocking both nostrils and holding for 10. Exhale, right nostril for 10. Then inhale, right for 10. Blocking both nostrils and holding for 10. Exhale, left for 10. and release. Change the cross of your legs. Right is over left. Try not to be sitting on your left heel. That's difficult for you, then straighten your left leg straight forward. Fold the first two fingers down of your left hand, using your ring finger to block off your right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, inhale for 10. Blocking both nostrils and holding for 10. Keep the chest lifted, keep the feet active, spine is long. Exhale, right nostril for 10. Inhale through the right for 10. Blocking both nostrils and holding for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Inhale, left for 10. Lock both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, right for 10. Then inhale, right for 10. Close your eyes and feel the sensation of what is going on for you now. Hold for 10. And exhale, left for 10. And then release. Unwind your legs. And coming into knee pile again with the left leg over your right. Again, if that's a difficult reach, you're straightening your right leg straight forward. Relax your arms down by your side, setting up for shoulder shrugs. So your arms relaxed by your side. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And as you exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down and release. Your next pose is eagle. So as you breathe in, bring your left arm over your right and bind your hand. And as you breathe out, glide the shoulders back. Your feet still active. So breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel, but energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, lift your elbows up. You're reaching your elbows forward. From your pelvic bowl, as you breathe in, lengthen, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, fold forward, forward bend. Your elbows, your forearms are reaching to the floor. Relax your forehead into forearms. Now breathe. Press back into sit bones. And as you breathe in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to melt forward. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel we're energizing your heart with breath. And as you breathe out, let your body melt forward. On your next breath, breathe in and feel your side ribs opening wide towards your armpits. And as you breathe out, let your body melt forward. Inhale, release. Ease on up. And unwind the cross of your arms and change the cross of your legs. Knee pal with your right leg over your left. You can straighten your left leg forward if that's difficult for you into hips. Shoulder shrugs, arms are relaxed by your side. Activating feet, spreading toes. Now breathe deeply. Inhale into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze, top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. Exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. And release. Arms relaxed by your side, set up for eagle. On the next breath, as you breathe in, bring your right arm over your left and bind your hand. And as you breathe out, shoulders soften away from your ear. Now breathe in, breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath, feel, but energizing your heart with breath. And as you breathe out, lifting your elbows up, reach your forearms forward. Grinding down into sit bones. And as you breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Elbows are reaching towards the floor, forearms to the floor, and your forehead is relaxing into forearms. Your feet are still active. Now breathe. Breathe into lower back. Feel the lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're letting your body melt forward. Deep breath. Breathe into your spot. And as you breathe out, folding a little deeper. Now noticing what is enough, whether you're forcing yourself through these poses. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, release. And ease on up and unwind the cross of your legs. You might need your strap in the next sequence of poses. So you're, first of all, straightening your left leg, straighten your right leg. So reach your right leg straight forward and tuck your left foot in. So your left heel is moving towards your left glute. Your left foot is flat down onto the floor. Bring your right hand down by your right hip and just reach the hand back so the hands, fingers are onto the floor. Pressing down into your left foot, sit bones are pressing down. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up. Reach your left arm up. And as you breathe out, lengthening your left arm forward. As you breathe in, feel as if you're lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reaching forward, with that left arm. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, taking it a little deeper. Some of you might need your strap here. So on the next breath, you're sliding your left arm around your left shin, and your right arm is reaching around the back, and you're binding the hands. Or you're using a strap and bind the hands using the strap. So if you're using the strap, you're binding the hands there behind you, or just bind with your hands. And then breathe in, deep breath. Keep feeling, press your left foot to the floor, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, ease your right shoulder back. So your arm is pressing against your left shin. You should feel this as you're lengthening out of your lower back. So breathe deeply, press your left foot to the floor and lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're leaning back towards your right shoulder. Last breath in, deep breath. And as you breathe out, lean back towards the right. And then inhale, release. From here, you may need your strap again. So your left foot is down onto the floor. Your right foot is still reaching forward. Your right arm is coming across and it's hugging your left thigh towards the chest. And your left arm is around the back. Some of you will go further. We'll work into this. So your right hand comes across. You can come around this way or bring the arm this way, depending on what sort of openings you want to achieve. You're either hugging your thigh towards the chest or you're opening the shoulders down the right side this way. Now press your left foot to the floor, press down into left sit bone. As you breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, you're twisting towards the left. Your right leg is active, it's reaching away from you. Breathe in and lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the left. On the next breath, as you breathe, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around. Some of you will stay right where you are. Some of you might want to go further. If you do, you're bringing your left arm all the way around the back. And you're sliding your right arm between your left thigh and calf and bind, or using the strap between the thigh and calf to bind. And then deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around to the left, but soften your right shoulder down. On the next breath, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. Press down into sit bone. As you breathe out, spiral to the left, but reach your right foot forward. And then inhale, release. From here, you're doing a forward bend. So tuck your left foot is tucked in by the groin. Actually, you'll go further. Some of you will tuck your left foot in so the heel's by the groin. Some of you will place your foot onto your thigh for half lotus. Then from here, bring your left hand back all the way around the back, either onto the floor or taking hold of your left foot with your left hand. Breathe in, stretch your right arm up. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your right arm down. You can have the hands onto the floor, either side, or taking hold of the foot or your ankle. And then breathe in, feel for lengthening out of your right side. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward over your right shin. As you breathe, feel you're lifting your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward a little bit more. Both feet are active. Deep breath, inhale. Keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you both move. Then inhale, release, and ease all the way back up. Keeping your feet where they are. Spinal twist with shift down spinal twist. So if you're using the strap is now placed around your left ankle, around your left foot. And the strap slides by your left hip. Your right hand comes around the back and takes hold of the strap by your left hip. And as you breathe in, you're stretching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, your left arm is coming down on the outside of your right foot, and on the foot, the ankle, the calf, or the floor. And as you breathe in, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. Now breathe and lift your sternum. Feel you're moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, glide. So you're leaning back into your right shoulder. Deep breath. Now keep stretching out of your left side. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the right. One more breath here. Deep breath. And exhale as you open out a little more. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. From here, you're doing a seated side bend with one leg straight. So you're straightening your right leg straight forward. Your left foot is either tucked in, heel by the groin, or if you're going further, bringing your left heel towards the glute. If you're taking your heel back, then reach back with your left hand, taking hold of the ankle. If not, bring your left hand back, fingertip to the floor. As you inhale, stretch your right arm up, open right side of your body. As you breathe out, bring your right arm down on the inside of your right leg. Relax your right ear with right shoulder. You're not holding your ankle with your left hand. Lift your left arm up and then reach it back for neck release. And then breathe in. As you breathe, lift your belly away from pelvis. Feel as if you're moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your left ear. Now breathe into the left side of your neck. Deep breath. Feel for opening the channels to the left side of neck. And exhale, neck and shoulders relax. Both feet are active. So breathe in now and lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, glide your shoulders down. You're going further, next arm position. Breathe in, stretch your left arm all the way around the back and tucking it onto your waistband. Some of you will be able to take hold of your right thigh with your left hand. And then breathe in, lengthen, keep stretching out of your right side. And as you breathe out, slightly roll your chest to the sky as you glide your left shoulder down. Deep breath from your pelvic bowl, lifting belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, feel for moving shoulders away from each other. Shoulders are away from your ears. Feet still active. On the next breath, as you breathe in, release your left arm, stretch your left arm to sky. And as you breathe out, wrapping your left shoulder as you reach your left arm forward over left ear. Deep breath, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reach, wrap the shoulders, you reach that left arm forward. One more breath there, deep breath, fill up with the breath. And as you breathe out, as you reach forward, feel as if you're sending your sit bones back. Inhale, release, push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. Your next pose is half knee power. So bring your left foot all the way across. So the left foot comes over, the left heel is moving towards your right hip. You're working towards having a knee-to-knee alignment. Your arms are down by your side, sit bones presses down as you breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Some of you will be able to relax your forehead onto your left knee. Now breathe in and feel as if you're lifting your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Feet still active. As you breathe, breathe into the back of your heart and energize your heart with this breath. And exhale, allow your body to melt forward over your left shoulder. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, allowing your body just to melt. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. And then change all of this on the other side. So your right foot is tucked in, the heel is by your right glute, the foot is flat down onto the floor. Your left arm reaches back, the hand is about 12-15 inches away from your left hip. Press down into your right sit bone, breathe in, stretching your right arm is arched, better thinking. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right arm forward. As you breathe, keep feeling as if you're lengthening out of your right side. And as you breathe out, press down into that right foot, reaching that right arm forward. Use your left arm to give you traction, so your left arm is pushing the floor away as you stretch forward. Now breathe in and lift your chest. Press your right foot to the floor as you reach your right arm forward. From here, you're sliding your right arm around your right thigh, and your left arm reaches around the back. Bind the hands if you can, or use a strap to bind. If you're using the strap is around by your right hip and taking the hold of the strap. Press your right foot to floor and then breathe in, lengthen, stretching out of your right side. And as you breathe out, as you press your right foot to the floor, ease back so you're opening out towards the left side. As you breathe, lift your chest. Feel your chest lift towards your chin. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the right. Keep that left foot active, keep reaching that left foot forward. On the next breath, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, lean back. So you're leaning back towards your left shoulder. And then inhale, release. From here, keep your right foot flat onto the floor. Bring your right arm back so the hand's now down onto the floor behind. You breathe in, you're stretching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, you're hugging your right thigh towards the chest. You can either hug towards you or the arm comes the other side and you're working out, you're twisting away from your right thigh. Now breathe in deeply and lift your belly away from your top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, as you spiral towards the right, reaching your left leg forward, feet still active. Now feel this, pressing down into sit bones and feel that you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. As you press your right foot to the floor, twist towards the right, but keep your neck relaxed as much as you can. On the next breath, raise your chest as if up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, spiraling towards the right, that left foot is reaching forward. Both feet are active. You're going further than sliding your right arm all the way around and sliding your left arm between your right thigh and calf. Bind the hands if you can, or use the strap to bind, or right where you are, right in this moment might be enough. So then breathe in deeply and lift your sternum. Press your right foot to the floor as you twist to the right. Both shoulders are down. Deep breath. Inhale. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the right. And inhale, release. Unwind your arms and unwind the cross of your legs. From here, you're moving into your twist. So bringing your right foot on top of your left thigh for half lotus. You're using your right hand, reaching it around the back to take hold of your right foot, or the hand is onto the floor, or use a strap. Right arm reaches behind. Breathe in, stretch your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, fold forward, half lotus, forward bend in half lotus. Now breathe in and keep lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. If having your foot in half lotus is too much for you today, then have your foot flat down onto floor, foot presses against your left thigh. Now breathe. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Lead with your chest, exhale as you're reaching forward. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you fold, allowing your body to let go as you fold. Allowing your body to go, let go with your exhales. And then inhale, release. So easing back up. Shin bound spinal twist. So if you're using the strap is around your right ankle or foot. The strap slides towards your right hip. Your left hand comes around the back and takes hold of the strap by your right hip. You breathe in, you're stretching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, the right arm comes down, takes hold of the left foot on the outside, and can be on the floor, the ankle, or the calf. And then breathe in, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, you're leaning back into your left shoulder. On the next breath, lift your chest as if you're moving chest to chin. Keep the chest lifted, but exhale, slide your left shoulder down. And deep breath, inhale, fill up with the breath and work with what is enough for you today. And as you breathe out, gliding both shoulders away from each other. And inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. Your right foot is now tucking in towards your left thigh, heels by the groin. That's one stage. If you're going further, you're bringing your right foot back so the heel is by your glutes and you're moving your thighs and knees away from each other. If you've taken your heel back, so heels by the glute, reach your right hand back, take hold of your ankle. If you haven't taken your heel back, reach your right hand back, fingertips to the floor. Left leg is reaching forward. Breathe in, reach your left arm up, spreading the fingers. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm down so it's on the inside. If you're not taking hold of your ankle, lift your right arm up and reach it back. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. Now breathe in and lengthen your left side ribs away from the left hip. And as you breathe out, softening your right shoulder away from your ear. As you breathe, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm and move your chest to chin. And as you breathe out, relax your neck. Feet still active, front and back. Now breathe into the right side of your neck. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, relax your right shoulder down. On the next breath, as you breathe in, reach your right arm back so the arm comes all the way around the back, tucking it into waistband. Some of you will be able to take hold of your left thigh with your right hand. And then breathe in. Keep feeling that you're lifting your side ribs away from your left hip. You're lifting your chest to chin. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder back. Glide it down away from your ear. As you breathe, breathe into lower back. Keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder down. Feels as if you're opening your chest towards the sky. On the next breath, as you breathe in, release your right arm and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Think of the sky. And as you breathe out, wrapping your right shoulder as you reach your right arm forward over right knee. As you breathe, keep lifting your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, reach. Feel that broadening across your back as you reach your right arm forward. Breathe into your area, deep breath. Pull your belly in. Exhale as you're reaching that right arm forward. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. Your next pose is half knee pound. So you're bringing your right foot all the way over. All the way over. You're bringing your right heel towards your left hip. You're working with the knee-to-knee alignment. You ground it down into your sit bones. Breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Hands down either side of the front foot, taking hold of the foot, the ankle, or the calf, or hands to the floor. Feet still active. Now breathe in, lift. Feel your lengthening your belly away from your pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. So do this with ease. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from waist. And exhale as you fold. As you breathe in, expanding your ribs. So feel your ribs opening as wide as you can. And exhale as you fold forward. Keep the neck relaxed. Last breath, deep breath. And as you exhale, allowing your body just to luxuriate in the pose. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. Setting up for your abdominal sequence. Now starting with elbow to knee. If your back is creaky, you need to support your back and have your blanket set up for your back. Lie down on your back, starting your abdominal sequence. Elbow to knee. Lie down and clasp your hands behind your head and neck and lift your feet up off the floor. If your back is tweaky, can do this pose with feet down onto the floor. So if your back is tweaky, you're breathing in, lifting head and shoulder base up, you hold. Exhale, tailbone is up, your elbows are to left knee and belly pulls in. You're going further, lift one foot off the floor, straighten that leg. Coming back to center, foot onto the floor. So if your back is tweaky, you have that option. Lift your feet up off the floor. Your knees are aligned with your hips. Your heels are just below the knees and the toes are flexed towards your shin. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Your right leg, it reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Relax your right hip. Then reach your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back presses down. You exhale, curl tailbones up. Reach your elbows to right knee. Straighten your left leg. You're reaching out with the balls of your feet. Spread the toes. Now relax your left hip, and then reaching your left thigh forward away from the waist. Pull lower belly down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press the top rim of your sacrum to floor. And exhale, curl tailbones up. Reach both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Reach out with the balls of your foot. Keep the bent knee over the hips, don't move it towards the chest. And reach your left elbow up. The shoulder blades are off the floor. Now sending your right leg forward away from your waist.
and pull belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee. Straighten your left leg. Reach your right elbow up. The shoulder blades are off the floor. Relax your left hip. Curl tailbones up. Reach your left thigh bone forward away from your waist. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back is pressing to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Your right leg reaches out. Spread the toes and relax your right hip. Reaching your right thigh forward. Pull lower belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press the top rim of the sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to the right knee, straighten left leg. Left leg is reaching out at 45 degrees angle. Reach your right elbow up. Both shoulder blades are off the floor. Bent knee stays over the hip. Don't move it towards the chest. Now curl tailbones up. Send your left leg forward away from your waist. Pull lower belly down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbones up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Keep the bent knee over the hips, don't move it towards the chest. Reach your left elbow up, or shoulder blades are off the floor. Curl tailbones up. Reaching your right leg forward away from your waist. Pull lower belly down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back presses down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Both elbows to right knee. Straighten left leg. Your left leg, it reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Reach your right elbow up. The shoulder blades are off the floor. Relax the back of your head into hands and move your chin away from chest. Now send that left leg forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath and press your lower back down. Up leveling. Exhale, curl tailbones up. Both elbows to left knee. Fast spiral pulse. Reach your right leg up. You're reaching out with the heels. Now flex the toes towards your shins. Breathe into right hip. And exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your right heel to the sky. Reach your elbows up and pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back presses down. Exhale, curl tailbones up, elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Left leg reaches straight up. Toes are flexed towards the shins, and you're reaching out with your heels. Pull belly in. Breathe into your left hip. Deep breath. And exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your left heel to the sky. Pull belly down. Lift the chest. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly in. Inhale. Come back to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath. And your lower back is pressing to floor. Exhale. Curl tailbones up. Elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg straight up. Toes are flexed towards the shins. Belly's in. Breathe into right hip. Feel as if you're easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. Now exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep feeling for unlocking that right hip as you stretch that heel to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to right knee, straightening your left leg. You're reaching out with heels and the toes of flex the shins. Pull belly in. Feel the easing left thigh bone away from pelvis as your belly pulls in. Breathe into left hip. Deep breath. And exhale, pulse. Pulse. Keep reaching up with that heel. Now pull belly down. Flex the toes to the shins. Pull belly in and press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to the left knee. Straighten your right leg. Right leg, it reaches out and up towards the sky. Toes are flexed to shins. Belly pulls in. Breathe into your right hip. Deep breath. And exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Reach your thigh bone away, your right thigh bone away from pelvis. Pull belly in. Keep the bent knee over the hips. Don't move it towards the chest. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back presses down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Reach out with your heels and flex the toes to the shins. Ease your left thigh away from pelvis. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip. Deep breath. Now exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Reach out with your heels, pull belly in, and press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor, and place your feet down onto the floor. Soles of your feet together, knees are out towards the side, and just feel the energy that you have generated through those poses. Connecting your breath, feeling the energy that moves through you. So what is the energy? What is enough for you today? Your next pose is gate opener. So if you have your roll or your roll adaptations, folding your blanket or your towel up or using a block for your next pose. Gate opener, you'll be lying down on your back. The roll is placed between your thighs and your legs are reaching up towards the sky. Your hands are clasped behind your head and neck. If your back is tweaky, you can do this with your knees bent, and when you straddle, you can have the feet coming into frog position instead. So lie down, clasp your hands behind your head and neck, reach your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Roll is between your thighs, block between your thighs. Now take a deep breath into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Now squeeze the roll and stretching your legs up towards the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower your head, lower the shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Now squeeze the roll, stretching your legs to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, bring your left hand onto the roll, straddle the legs. And as you exhale, as you curl tailbones up, lengthen your legs out towards the side. Keep the chest lifted. Reach your right elbow up. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Now squeeze the roll again, and then stretch. Feel for unlocking the hips as you stretch your legs to the sky. Belly pulls in. Inhale, right hand is onto the roll, and straddle the legs to the side. And as you exhale, as you curl tailbones up, press your hands down onto the roll. As you lengthen legs out to the side, pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Reach up, feel the broadening across your back. Now squeeze the roll again. Stretching your legs to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, left hand is onto the roll. Straddle the legs. And as you exhale, as you curl tailbones up, send your legs out to the side. Reach out. Feel you're reaching out with the balls of your feet. Curl pubic bone to navel. Send your legs out to the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Now squeeze the roll again. As you stretch your legs to the sky, belly is in. Inhale, your right hand is onto the roll and you're straddling the legs to the side. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up, press your hands down onto the roll. You're lengthening your legs out towards the side, pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. And as you exhale, bend the knees and place your feet down onto the floor. Keep the roll between your thighs, about midway between pelvic bone and your knees. Your next pose is bridge. So lie down on your back, draw your heels back towards your sit bones, and reach down with your fingertips and brush your heels. You're lining up your heels with sit bones or heels are hip distance apart. Arms relaxed down by your side, and your shoulders are down away from your ears. Press your lower back to floor, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from your waist. Feel the telescoping ribs, chest moves to chin. Press feet to floor, and exhale, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. Gentle squeeze onto the roll, you're activating your legs. Now breathe in and move belly away from pelvis, you're moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis as you lift up. Now breathe into lower back and lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, lift up, pushing the floor away. Now work with what is the right dosage for you today. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, tilt pelvis, send thighs, knees away from you, but move your chest towards your chin. Relax your throat, close your eyes, and then just feel yourself in the pose for the next couple of breaths. Deep breaths. And as you exhale, you're sending thighs and knees away from you. Deep breath. Filling up, giving yourself what your body needs. And as you exhale, tilt pelvis and lower your upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower mid back to floor. Tilting pelvis as you lower all the way down towards the floor. Once you're all the way down, move the roll out of your way. And then roll to your left side. Bring your right hand down on the floor by your chest, breathe in. Push the floor away with your right hand as you come up. And use your left hand to support your head and neck. You're coming into your next sequence of pose, starting with dolphin. So your hands are onto your biceps to measure your distance. Your elbows are down onto the floor under the shoulders. You reach your hands forward, spread the fingers. Keep the elbows tucked in so that they're not wider than the shoulder. Spread the fingers and the web of your hands. Take a deep breath into upper back, lift. Spread your upper back and curl your toes under. And exhale, lift your knees off the floor and move your chest back to thighs and knees. As you breathe in, expanding your ribs, feel your side ribs opening wide towards your armpits. And as you breathe out, reach back, reach your heels to the floor. Breathe into the back of your heart, deep breath, feel, but energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're sending the tops of your thighs away from pelvis, heels to floor. On the next breath, broaden your upper back. And exhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to the floor. Take a moment to see where we're going next. Okay, so just give you a moment to breathe, and I'll demonstrate the next pose. So I'll demonstrate before you come into it, just so you get to see where we're going with this. So this next pose is called dolphin dorsal fin. So sometimes we don't always say dolphin. Sometimes you'll hear it say dorsal fin. I'll just demonstrate, and then you can do this. So we've been doing flash prep for a few classes now. It's effectively flash prep with the leg coming up at the back. So you're measuring up in exactly the same way. Hands are down, and you're reaching your hands forward. For flash prep, your left hand stays forward, your right hand is coming back. Your elbow and wrist are aligned, and the fingers are spread. So this is the setup for flash prep. Here, you're taking a deep breath into upper back. You lift, you spread the back, and you're curling your toes under. Exhale, you lift your knees off the floor, keeping your right elbow in. Still demonstration here. So from here, stepping your feet a little bit wider. I'm stepping my right foot forward slightly. And then breathe in, lifting left leg up, and exhale, reaching it back. For the dorsal fin, you're bending your left knee and reaching your right arm up and taking hold of your left foot with your right hand. And then you're easing your left thigh away from you. So this is your dorsal fin pose. The foot comes down, so does the hands, and your knees are bent. So if you're doing dorsal fin, you're attempting 3 breaths with the foot up. So stay, before you come into dorsal fin, stay at least 2 breaths down with both feet onto the floor, moving your hands, and then moving into dorsal fin. If dorsal fin is not for you today, then do dolphin, both hands forward, keeping the elbows tucked in, coming up into dolphin, and working with one leg up. Working with 3 to 4, maybe even 5 breaths with one leg up, coming down, changing the other leg up. So you're working with what is right for you today. So measure up the dolphin, hands onto your biceps, elbows are down to the floor. Reach your hands forward, spread the fingers, the web of the hand. Keep the elbows tucked in so they're not wider than the shoulders. Relax your neck, relax the shoulders, relax your upper back. If you're coming into dorsal fin, you move your hand into flash prep. So bringing your right hand back towards your right, just by the knee, and make sure the elbow and wrist are aligned. Everyone take a deep breath into the upper back, lift, spread the back, curl toes under. And exhale, lift the knees off the floor and reaching your chest back to thighs and knees. If you're in dorsal fin, tuck your right elbow in so it does not clear to the side. Everyone breathe in deeply, spreading the ribs. And as you breathe out, reach back. Everyone, you're anchoring into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, stretch it back. So if you're in flash prep, you can stay here. If you want to go further, bend your left knee and draw your left heel towards the glute. Reach your right arm up, take hold of the ankle or the foot. Everyone breathe into left hip. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your left thigh back away from you. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, keep sending that left thigh back. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, sending that leg back. If you're in dorsal fin, come on down and switch. If you are in if you're in dolphin, one leg up, just switch. Now, place your left hand by your left hip, bend the elbow. If you're in dorsal fin, neck, shoulders relax, breathe in. Exhale, lift knees off the floor and reach back. You're anchoring into your left foot, breathe in, you're lifting your right leg up And as you breathe out, you're reaching back. Spread the toes, the balls of your foot is spread. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, sending that right leg back. You want to go for a dorsal fin. You're bending your right knee, drawing the right heel towards the glute. Your left arm is reaching up. You take hold of the ankle or the foot. And then send your right thigh back. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right thigh away from you. Deep inhale. And exhale, reach it back a little bit more. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Hands to the floor, place your feet onto the floor, and bend the knees and coming down and take a breath in embryo. And then easing up, come to the middle of your mat, setting up for your next pose, Agnisara. So Agnisara with back traction. You're having your feet out about 2.5, maybe 3 feet out to the side. Your knees are bent. The knees and ankles are aligned and the toes are pointing outwards. Bring your hands onto your thighs, heel of the hands are by your hip crease. Sitting down as if you're sitting straight down, knees are bent. 4 rounds Agnisara, too slow, too fast. So take a deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. Suck the chin to chest, suck your belly in and up, and let it go. Suck it in and up, and let it go. All the way in, and release. All the way back, and release. Breathe in. Exhale. Agnisara, tuck the belly in and up, let it go. All the way in and up, and release. All the way back, and release. Breathe in, and exhale. Moving belly, fast as you can. And last one, breathe in. Exhale. Chin is tucking in, moving belly. Your tailbone is tucking down, your feet are pressing to the floor, and you're moving your belly. And then release. And then stand. Heel toe feet together. And then come to your wall, if you have the wall close by for your next pose. Doing this with chest opener. Starting with your left side up against the wall. Standing, you're 1 forearm distance away from the wall. Your left foot is reaching forward as you would for warrior 1. Your left arm reaches back. Bring your right hand up so it's onto the thigh, just underneath, just below the shoulder. Feels as if it's tucking onto your pectoral muscle. Press down into that front foot. Breathe in, lift your left shoulder up. So back ribs are lifting up. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder down. Breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're reaching your left arm back. Turn slightly inwards, away, so you feel the opening through the top of the shoulder. Now breathe into upper back. And as you breathe out, bend that front knee as you reach your left arm back. If it's okay in your shoulders and neck, turn slightly inwards and it takes you a little deeper into pose. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, bending that front knee, gliding your right hip forward as your left arm reaches back, glide the shoulders down. So you get this real deep opening to the upper back. And then release. Step forward and then switch. Feel this opening right across your shoulders. Turn around and do the other side. So your right arm is up against the wall. Your left arm. So your right arm is reaching back. Your left arm, hand is taking hold by the shoulder. Bending your right knee. As you breathe in,
lift up out of your right side. As you breathe out, glide your right shoulder down, bend your right knee. Deep breath, inhale, keep feeling your lengthening lower ribs up away from waist. Now exhale, bend that front knee and feel as if you're reaching your right arm back, soften the right shoulders down. Now notice what is the right dosage for you. Don't overstretch this pose. Feel as if you're coaxing yourself into it. So breathe in, chest is lifting. As you exhale, feel as if you're gliding forward, chest is moving forward, then turn it slightly inwards, reaching your right arm back. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, shoulders soften down. Inhale, release. Step your left foot forward and then ease out of the pose. Your next pose is twisting squats against the wall. So in your twisting squat, if you don't have a wall to use on twisting squat, you are effectively here. So if your knees are bent in your squat, your left arm is coming across against your right thigh, and your right hand is placed on top. So you press down into your feet, and as you breathe in, you're lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're twisting towards the right. So that's where you're going with this pose. If you have access to the wall, you're standing about 1 forearm distance away from the wall. So 1 forearm distance away from the wall, your knees are bent. Your left arm is coming up. It comes over your right thigh, and the hand is placed against the wall. Your right hand is against the wall, both hands are onto the wall. You're about more than shoulder width apart. You feel as if you're pressing back into heels, sit bones reaches back, and then breathe in, you're lengthening your left side ribs forward away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're twisting, opening to the right. Keep the neck relaxed if you can. As you breathe in, feel you're moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you exhale, opening out a little bit more. So you feel this lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Deep breath, keep lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, as you open out towards the right, let your sit bones reach slightly towards the wall, only slight. And then breathe into lower back. Keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're twisting away from the wall. Inhale, release. And then ease on up. Change and do this the other side. So either you're using the wall or you're not. If you're not using the wall, you're doing twisting squat, bending the knees, and your right arm is coming over your left thigh, making a fist with your left hand on top. You are using the wall. You're 1 forearm distance away from the wall, and your knees are bent. Your right arm comes over your left thigh. The right hand is then placed onto the wall. Your left arm is onto the wall. You're a little bit more than shoulder distance apart. As you press your feet to floor, breathe in and lengthen your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, twist towards the wall. Shoulders are soft. Feet presses to floor and breathe in. Move your belly forward away from pelvis. You should feel this. And as you breathe out, you're twisting, you're opening out towards the left. Breathe into lower back, deep breath, using this breath to open and to release your lower back. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're pushing the wall away as you open towards the left. On the next breath, draw your chest towards your chin. And as you exhale, press back into heels as you twist away from the wall. And then inhale, release. And then ease on up. And come to the front of your mats. If your knees need it, then have your towel, your blanket, whatever you need to protect your knees, just have it in situ. And standing at the front of your mat. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, you're reaching your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, scoot chest forward away from thighs and knees. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. You reach back into heels. Now breathe out, bend the knees and lower down, keep elbows tucked in. Hands forward, low cobra. And as you breathe in, you're moving your chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. And as you breathe out, release, lower down, hands over the shoulders, breathe in, curl toes under. And exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing through away in your downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Place your right knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms up towards the sky, setting up the twisting lunge. As you press down into your right shin, breathe in, stretch your right arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your right elbow over your left thigh knee. Make a fist with your right hand, left arm is on top. As you breathe in, you're gliding your ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open towards the left. Press your left foot to the floor. Feel as if your left heel is easing towards your left sit bone. And then breathe in. Move belly, move diaphragm, move chest. And as you breathe out, twisting away from your left thigh. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, opening out towards the left a little bit more. If you can, curl the toes under of your right foot. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lift your right knee off the floor, the twisting warrior. You can be on the ball of your foot. If you can also have the foot flat onto the floor. That is your right foot. And then breathe in, keep lengthening, stretching your ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, you're rolling chest open to the left. Deep breath, feel for moving chest forward towards your chin. And exhale, both shoulders down. Inhale, release. Release your hands down onto the floor and place your right knee to the floor. Pigeon, easing your left foot towards the right edge of your mat. And bringing your shin down towards the floor. Twisting pigeon towards your left thigh. So your left hand is coming out towards the left. Your right arm is coming up and it comes across. So the arm is, both hands are to the floor. Try not to be lying down in this way, but you're working towards getting your right hip closer to the floor. Now breathe in and lengthen. Feel as if you're lengthening away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding over towards the left. As you breathe, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach your right leg back, spread the toes. If you're going further, you're walking your hands closer towards your left hip. You feel a sickling, a half moon shape to the right side of your body. Now breathe in and lengthen. Feel as if you're lengthening away from the top of your left thigh. Reach your right leg back. Exhale as you're folding over your left foot. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Walk your hands back, hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot. Reach your right heel back and then step your left foot back, step it back to plank. You reach back into heels. From here, bend the knees or come straight down, keeping elbows tucked in, reaching your elbows back to hips. Go all the way to floor. Hands forward, low cobra. Breathe in, move chest and ribs forward, whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down. Readjust the hands under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. And exhale, press it back,
Downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. Other side, breathe in. Step your right leg forward between the hands for lunge. Hand your left knee if needed. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Press down into your left shin and then telescoping the ribs up. And as you breathe out, bringing your left elbow over your right thigh, make a fist, and bringing your right hand on top. And make your hands into prayer position. Press down into your right heel and feel as if you're easing your right heel back to right sit bone, and then breathe in, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're twisting away from your right thigh. Breathe into lower back, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as your right foot presses to the floor, feel as if you're arcing chest away from your thigh. Deep breath, breathe into lower back, feel for finding the ease in the pose as you lengthen away from sacrum. Press your right foot to the floor as you twist away from your right thigh. If you can, on the next breath, curl the toes under of your left foot. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lifting your left knee off the floor and reaching back into left heel. You can stay here on the ball of your foot, or you can have your foot flat onto the floor. And then breathe in. Breathe into lower back. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're opening out towards the right. Neck is relaxed. As you breathe, feel you're drawing chest forwards towards your chin. Reach your left leg back as you open out towards the left, towards the right. Last breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Placing your knee down to the floor and your hands down either side of your front foot. Pigeon, twisting pigeon towards your right thigh. Your right foot eases towards the left edge of the mat. Straighten your left leg, reach it back. From here, walk your hands around so the hands are to the right side of your right thigh. Straighten your left leg, reach your left leg back, and as you breathe in, your length and moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh, trying to get your left hip closer towards the floor. Breathe into lower back, feel your lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, find that sickling shape, the half moon shape through the left side ribs as you fold towards the left, towards the right. As you breathe, feel as if you're moving your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you exhale, reach your left leg back, but feel as if you're twisting towards the right. Feel the half moon shape, the opening of your intercostal muscles on your left side. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale, finding that release as you let go. Inhale, release. Push hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under of your left foot, and step back into downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, bend the knees, hop your legs between the hands, and come to stand. So your next pose from here is downward facing dog against the wall, or handstand against the wall. Only do the pose that is right for you today. If downward dog against the wall is not the right pose for you, then you can do downward facing dog here. So downward facing dog against the wall is not for you today. Then downward facing dog, hands are onto the floor here. And you can do downward facing dog, do split dog. So from here in downward facing dog, you're lifting your left leg up and you're stretching it back. Bend the knee and looking under your left armpit. You stay here for about 3 breaths. Foot comes back down. Push back, heels to the floor. Breathe in. Lift your right leg up, reach it back. Bend the knees, opening out towards the right. So that's your pose if you're not doing downward dog against the wall. You're doing downward dog against the wall, starting with your sit bones up against the wall. Where your heels finish is where your hands will start. Heels are starting back to the wall. Breathe in. You step one foot onto the wall, followed by the other. You stay here, and you stay here for about 6, maybe 8 breaths. You can go further. You're reaching one leg up towards the sky. You can go further. You're easing away from the wall, so the ball of your foot is onto the wall. 3 breaths on each side. Opening up. Feel you're pushing the wall, pushing the floor away, but you're moving chest to the wall. Opening up. 3 breaths on each side if you can, or handstand against the wall. That's your third option. If you're doing handstand, you're about 12 inches or so away from the wall. Breathe in. You pull your belly in. When you're coming up, feel as if you're moving your chest to the wall, your chest towards your thighs and knees. So it's like you suck everything up. Step up to the wall and then reach away. Stay here from anything from 5 to 10 breaths. When you're done, good. Good. Some really nice poses. Coming back into downward facing dog. Once you're done. Downward facing dog. From here, inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge. Place your right knee to the floor. Tap the knee if you need. Push the floor away as you're stretching your arms out and up towards the sky. As you breathe in, keep moving, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, go in a little deeper. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor. From here, lounge lunge. So reach your right hand forward about 12, 15 inches away from your shoulder. Use your left hand to traction your left thigh forward. You're reaching back into your right leg. And as you breathe in, gliding the ribs forward away from the waist. And as you breathe out, drawing your chest towards the inside of your left foot, your left thigh. Deep breath. You're moving. Keep moving belly forward away from the pelvis. And as you breathe out, drawing chest closer towards the inside of that left leg. Deep breath. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale, release. Your ease on out. From here, pigeon, twisting pigeon towards your left foot. So ease your left foot
towards the right edge of the mat. You're setting your right leg straight back. You're sitting down on your left sit bones, or you can use a block under your left sit bone. Your left foot is straight out towards the side. You can take both hands onto your left foot, and as you press down into the left sit bone, stretch out to your left side. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your chest towards your left. And then breathe in, you're moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your chest, your sternum is coming towards the foot. You're going further, bringing your left elbow to the arc of your left foot and bringing your right hand on top. And then breathe into lower back, you're lengthening lower ribs away from your sacrum. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're twisting away from your foot. Extending your right leg back, and then breathe in, deep breath. And exhale, as you open towards the right, let your shoulders be soft. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Walk your hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under of your right foot, and step it back, downward facing dog. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands for lunge. Have your left knee, if you need it, left knees to the floor. Press into your left shin as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. As you breathe in, telescoping the ribs up. And as you breathe out, going a little deeper, bending that front knee. Bring your hands down to the floor, setting up for lunge. Bring your left hand forward, 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Your right hand tractions your right thigh forward. So you anchor into your left leg, breathe in, gliding the ribs forward on your left side. And as you breathe out, arcing chest to the inside of your right thigh. That left leg is active, it's lengthening down. As you breathe, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, draw your chest closer to the inside of your right leg. Deep breath, breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs forward away from sacrum. And exhale, press your right foot to the floor as you move your chest closer towards your right leg. Inhale, release. Hands under the shoulders. Setting up a twisting pigeon, sternum to foot. Bringing your right foot towards the left edge of your mat. Straightening your left leg as much as you can. You're sitting down onto your right sit bone. You can use a block to give you an assist there. From here, you're bringing your right arm up. Both hands are taking hold of your right foot. And as you breathe in, you're lifting out of your right side. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your chest closer towards your right foot. If you can, straighten your left leg, reach your left leg back. As you breathe, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. Feel as if you're sending your right thigh forward away from pelvis. If you can, place your right elbow into the arc of your right foot, and your left hand is on top. And then breathe in deeply. You're lengthening your right side ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, you're opening out towards the left. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, open to the left a little bit more. One more breath, deep inhale. And exhale, release. And ease on out from the pose. From here, you'll grab hold of your strap and lie down on your back. Before you lie down on your back, so I'll just demonstrate where you can see. Lie down on your back.
You're taking hold of your strap. And if you don't have a strap, just take hold of your shin. You're taking hold of your right shin. And as you lie down on your back, you breathe into lower back. And as you breathe out, you pull your belly in and draw your right knee towards your right shoulder. So you stay there for a couple of breaths. Then from here, you're working with splits on your back. So if you've got a strap, you're placing the strap around the ball of your right foot and straightening your right leg up towards the strap. From there, as you breathe into your right hip, and as you breathe out, you're bringing your right foot down towards your right shoulder and your left leg lengthens away from you. That's the second stage of that pose. The third stage of that pose is you're coming into a spinal twist by bringing your right foot across your body towards your left armpit. Head is in the opposite direction. So that's the 3 stages that you're working with in that pose. You don't have a strap. When you're coming into splits, the hands could be behind your thighs, the calf, your ankle, and working into splits in that way. Okay. So first stage, lying down on your back, bend your right knee, sole of the foot is onto the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor, take hold of your shin just below your knees, or use the strap. As you press your lower back to the floor, breathe into lower back, spreading the ribs. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and move your right knee towards your right shoulder. Your left leg is active, it's lengthening away from you. Breathe into your right hip. Feel as if you're easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and feel your right knee coming closer towards your right shoulder. One more breath, deep breath. You're breathing in. So you're not compressing bone on bone. You're easing your right thigh bone away from your hip joint. And as you breathe out, as you draw your right knee towards the right shoulder, that left leg lengthens away. Working with splits on your back. So if you're needing the strap is around the ball of your right foot. Straighten your right leg up towards the strap. You can have the hands behind the thigh, the calf, or your ankle or heel. Breathe into your right hip. Feel as if you're easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your right foot over your right shoulder. Left leg is lengthening away. You may feel this into the back of the calves, the back of your hamstrings. So working with what is the right dosage for you. And then breathe in. Breathe into that right hip. Feel for easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your right foot right over towards the right shoulder. So you're coming into a deeper split. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. From here, bring your right arm out towards the right side. Take hold of your outside of your right thigh with your left hand. And then breathe in, draw your right knee towards the chest. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your right knee across towards the left side of your body. Really does not matter whether the knee comes to the floor. Just you will feel this into lower back. And then breathe in, you're moving belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder down. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, let your body release at its own rate. Don't force this. Don't be in a hurry. Deep breath, inhale. You're expanding your ribs. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders soften away from your ears. Now breathe into where you're feeling this most. Deep breath. And exhale, exhaling completely. Press your arms to the floor. Breathe in, Draw your right knee back to center, knee to chest. And as you breathe out, place your right foot to the floor and lengthen your right leg away from you. Bend your left knee so the sole of the foot is onto the floor. Have your strap in touching distance. As you breathe in, lift your left foot off the floor. Take hold of your left shin with both hands. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right leg away from you. Breathe into left hip. Feel for easing left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your left knee towards your left shoulder. One more breath in, deep breath. And as you breathe out, drawing that left knee right over towards the shoulder, the right leg is active, it lengthens away from you. Splits on your back, you're straightening your left leg. You can, if you have a strap, place the strap around the ball of your left foot, straighten that left leg up. Your hamstrings are tight, your knees will be bent. Press your lower back to the floor and breathe into your left hip, deep breath. Feel for easing left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your left foot towards your left shoulder. And breathe in. Keep feeling you're easing your left thigh bone away from pelvis. You can use your right hand to assist, easing the thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your left foot towards the left shoulder. You need to bend the knee so you're not hurting into hamstrings. Right leg is active, it moves away from you. Last breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. Belly is moving away from your left thigh. Your left foot is reaching towards your left shoulder. Keeping hold of the outside of your left leg with your right hand. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your left foot towards your right armpit. Your head is in the opposite direction. Again, it doesn't matter whether your knee comes down to the floor, you're still getting the stretch. As you breathe in, move your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from your ear. You're close enough to a wall to have your right foot pressing against the wall, and do so. This gives you another level of opening. And then breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And then with ease, on the exhale, allowing your left knee to come closer towards the floor. Don't force this. Allow your body to open at its own rate. Breathe into your heart, deep breath. And exhale, allowing your body to let go a little bit more. Press your arms to the floor. Breathe in. Draw your left knee back to center. And as you breathe out, release, placing the foot down onto the floor. From here, lengthen both legs out away from you. And relax your arms down by your sides. If it's more comforting for you to have the soles of your feet onto the floor, then have your feet down onto the floor, or the soles of your feet together. Lengthen your legs forward, away from you. Actually, before you do that, just lengthen your legs away from you and zip your legs up. And press your lower back to the floor. Breathe in, reach your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, lengthen your arms away from you overhead. So you're working with a full stretch here. As you breathe in, fill up with the breath. Tips of toes to tips of fingers. And as you breathe out, lengthen from the tips of toes to the fingers, stretch out. And again, deep breath. And as you breathe out, lengthen arms and legs away from each other. Press your lower back to floor. Breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. And as you breathe out, keep lengthening your arms away from you as you relax your arms down by your side. Let your shoulders soften away from your ears. And then relax. into Shavasana. You can bring your feet a little bit wider on your mat so it helps open into hips and lower back. Close your eyes. Allow yourself just to let go in your final pose into Shavasana. Soften in the back of your skull, feeling as if you're melting into your mat. Relaxing your forehead, relax eyes, eye sockets, and relax your jaw. So this is a good moment to open your mouth and move your jaw from side to side. Helping to unlock your masseter muscles. Down into neck, relax your side of your neck and relax your neck. Helping to release your scaly muscles. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And relax your upper back completely. Feel that you let go of another layer as you sink deeper into your mat. Relax your mid-back. And relax your lower back. Flat tuck into tailbones and feeling the release into hips into pelvis. And then relax your thighs. Lengthen your thighs. Away from pelvis, relaxing the hamstrings and your quadriceps. The knees and calves. Relax your shins. Completely relax ankles, feet, and toes. Relax your arms, your shoulders, and triceps. Relax your biceps. Soften your elbows and relax your forearms, your wrists, your hands. Relax your fingers. Relax your mind, completely letting go, layer by layer, as you let go. Give yourself a moment more to notice how you feel. And notice the energy that moves through you. Noticing whether and when you are feeding yourself enough, when you're taking too much in, pushing too deep, or whether it's enough. Just work with what you need. Begin to move your fingertips and the tips of your toes. Deepen your breath. Bend the knees, knees to chest. And roll to your left side. Right hand is down by your chest. Flatten your right hand onto the floor. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you come into a seated position. Sitting tall. Your hands together so the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. Give yourself a moment to congratulate yourself for your practice today. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice this evening. You finish with the breath. Breathe in deeply. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.